sussing out your luck, going hard in the paint, and that's how you assert dominance.
Hey, what's up guys, it's SirTagCR, and today we're going to be hitting up High Ladder with 3 Musketeers. We just ended up hitting 50,000 subscribers on this channel, and I'm so psyched about it. The support and love that you guys have been giving me is just incredible, and I just wanted to say that I really appreciate it. There's going to be a lot of new things that happen for CR in the next coming year, and I'm excited to keep up with the content, and I'll be sure to keep you guys updated all along the way. Anyway, for today's video, we're going to be pushing up top ladder with one of my all-time favorite 3 Musketeer decks. And I currently think that this is the best 3 Musketeer variation right now because Battle Ram is so good against Lightning. If I find out that my opponent is running Golem Lightning, all you gotta do is drop your 3 Musketeers in one lane and then Battle Ram to Lightning Rod, as their Lightning hits nothing but Battle Ram Barbarians, and then your 3 Musketeers have free reign to dismantle the Golem. Alright guys, so we got a game and we have one of the best possible starting hands. So I'm going to go sauce out the Collector in the middle of the map and we're going to see what he wants to do. So we have a lot of spectators as well. Oh man, he's going to go drop Santa Claus right at the river. I'm going to go Goblin Gang off to the side, and then I'm going to go drop an Ice Golem. Cannot allow him to get any type of damage on my Stab Goblins. He's going to have Freeze with Giant. Oh my god, is this going to be Loon? This is definitely going to be Loon. Please don't have arrows. Please don't have arrows. I can't deal with this deck already, guys. He's going to have Log Freeze with the Giant. What is this madness, man? Hopefully we can come away with this W, but I can safely assume that this man is going to have arrows along with that. He just didn't have enough elixir. So obviously I have to cycle a card, right? So I want to go cycle Battle Ram, and then I want to go for a Collector immediately. Don't really want to apply too much pressure there because I didn't have Goblin Gang. I didn't really have Minion Horde. Can't really justifiably do anything there. So I'm going to go in for Goblin Gang immediately. I don't think he's back to Log. I think that Santa Claus was really stupid out of him. And I think he's just going to get disintegrated instantaneously. Maybe get one hit. Not too bad. So he's actually on a Musketeer with it. Interesting to see that. Was not expecting that at all. I'm going to go drop Ice Golem as soon as the Musketeer gets into range. And that is not something I really have to deal with. That Mega Minion's dead. I don't think he's going to have Fireball. Fireball Freeze would just be too whack. So I could safely assume that I can just go drop my 3 Muskies in the back and not worry about them getting spelled. So that's why I ended up giving him that value, because there's no way that this man is actually going to have Freeze. He's going to have Harry Potter as well. So I'm going to go for a Miner right on top. Try to kill that. Try to snatch it up right quick. And our Musketeer is going to be clobbering away on the right-hand side. I can't believe this guy is rocking this deck. What is this madness, sir? And I think we might just 3-crown him. I don't know what he was doing. There's not too much we can ask. He ended up logging the Musketeer instead of the Goblin Gang, and he's going to get spanked for it. Good game. Well played. And good luck in the rest of your ladder session, bro. I don't understand what this deck was. Can someone in the comment section please, help me make sense of this, because it's just something beyond my comprehension level. Alright guys, we had a game against someone from Crucible Wrath. I'm going to be saucing out the good luck, and we're going to see what this man is up to. So, I'm going to go cycle an Ice Golem as well. Unfortunately, guys, we do not have our Collector in sight, so we're just going to have to wait and chill. So he's going to go cycle a Battle Ram. This is either going to be Bridge Spam, could also be the same 3 Musketeer deck that we're packing. So just going to have to wait and see what it is exactly. I actually want to go in for a Minion Horde, so it's probably going to be the same mirror matchup. His pencil just gets disintegrated. He went in for a Zap, so I want to go for a Battle Ram, and we're trying to apply as much pressure as possible. Him going in for that Zap is really bad for him, because now we can just go in for our own Zap, make sure that his minions end up dying, and look at the Penciltration occurring on the tower. So much minion damage as well, so great start for us. It's kind of insignificant in the grand scheme of things, though. Early damage in a 3 Musketeer mirror matchup doesn't matter. You got to play defensive, you got to pump up as much as possible, and they actually got the elixir advantage. So that's something that's really bad for me. I just got to make sure that I defend my pumps. One of the biggest things to do in this mirror matchup is never go in for your miner first. You're going to see this time and time again. I'm going to try to defend and have precedence with my defending over trying to get hyper aggressive. So I'm going to go in for a miner to defend against his miner. Very important to do so. If I dropped Ice Golem, I could have misdirected it and not actually gotten what I needed. He went in for a Zap. I think that's a pretty bad play. I think that we can actually just go in for Minion Horde plus Battle Ram and then Zap his Minion Horde and he loses a tower. Like 100%. There is no way for him to defend this. Yep, you don't have Zap and Cycle. You're going to lose your tower to the Battle Ram, and that's going to be dope. That's a lot of damage that the minions are going to be doing. Minions end up clobbering the tower. Okay, so I was a little bit wrong, guys. I thought I was going to take tower outright, but we ended up barely doing enough damage to put him into double Zap range, I believe. I'm just going to go for a Collector in the back. I'm going to get my Goblin Gang ready. So if you drop your Goblin Gang in the back, you're going to make sure that he never gets a miner on top of your Collector. Very important to do so as well. So him going in for that, I'm just going to go in for miner. I'm going to go in for Goblin Gang, or I'm going to go in for Ice Golem here. And I can also go in for Minion Horde, but I really want to save my Goblin Gang for defense against the miner. I'm also going to be zapping that. Eat a little bit of Spear Goblin hits, but it's not going to be too significant. Just trying to defend my pump at all costs here. So he went in for 2 Collectors. Very interesting. I'm not going to go and do anything to that. I'm just going to go cycle Battle Ram in the back. I'm going to play very defensive. I know that I got the game in the bag. And you ended up dropping 2 of your Musketeers in the left-hand lane. We're just going to mirror that, my man. We're going to see what you want to do here. So he ended up saucing out a Goblin Gang. Alright, dude. So we're just going to out-tank you in the left-hand lane. Make sure that you never break through. If that happens, we're fine. We're thriving then. I'm actually going to go in for a Zap as well. And notice how the 2 Musketeers are winning this battle. I'm going to go in for Battle Ram. I'm going to go in for Minion Horde off to the side. He went in for a Zap. We're going to go for Ice Golem right on top. So the reason I go for Ice Golem right on top, not off to the side, I want the Ice Golem Nova to put in some work here. And all we got to do is just to casually defend the Virginity. He's really trying to go hard in the paint, and he's dropping all of his Elixir. I'm just going to go in for a Miner, and we should end up copying the W. Miner takes 1 hit, and that's Tower. Good game. Well played. And good luck, sir. It was a pleasure playing against you. Alright, guys, so we had a game against Patron. We're going to be sussing out the good luck, and we really don't have a great starting hand. I'm just going to go for Battle Ram at the river, opposite lane of the Ice Spirit. See what he wants to do here. So he's actually going to have guards. Probably going to be that Hog Rider XE NATO deck. Could be Graveyard. Not really sure yet. So I want to go split my 3 Musketeers. Obviously, don't really want to go drop my Minion Horde just yet right into an XE. He's going to go in for a Hog Rider and Zap immediately. Then we're going to go in for Goblin Gang. So traditionally, they run Log. This is a horrible start against a really bad hard counter. So hopefully we can bounce back here, guys. Not 100% sure, though. So we know for a fact that this man has XE after we saw Ice Spirit and we saw Guards. That's traditionally what you run. And he's going to have Fireball and Zap, which is something that caught me off guard. It's usually always Log. At least now we know that they don't have a great way of dealing with my Goblin Gang. So if I can go in for Goblin Gangs preemptively and not really worry about a pre-log. Always got to go in for your Collector in the back against Hog Rider decks because you don't want to give them like the value of being able to go in for a Hog Rider. And then if you defend with some units, then they can go in for a Fireball right on top. Can't have that happen. Got to go in for Minion Horde behind the Ice Golem because after the Ice Golem pops, we can't allow him to get a very glorious Zap off on us. Notice how some of the minions were exempt from that Zap. Or exempt from damage. They're still going to stay alive, and it's going to demand even an Ice Spirit there, which he really didn't want to drop, right? So he used his Fireball, he's used his Zap. I can now go in for my 3 Musketeers. So I'm going to go in for my 3 Musketeers, and I want to support the 1 Musketeer with a Battle Ram and also a Goblin Gang if I can afford to. Because he doesn't have Log, I can stagger my Goblin Gang all in one lane. If he had Log, I would split it in the middle. Unfortunately, I don't have as much Elixir as I thought, and he's actually going to have a Lumberjack. So this is a really, really bad matchup for me. Really horrible, actually. Way worse than I thought it would be. I'm going to go in for Goblin Gang right on top because I want to make sure that the Musketeer ends up living. He goes in for a Zap. And the Musketeer should get on top of the tower. Not 100% sure if that's going to happen, though. He actually also allocated it as Ice Spirit, so. Okay, with 56 seconds left, that tower is definitely forfeit. There's no way of defending that. I'm going to go in for a Collector, and I just want to be able to make sure that I'm going to get as much Elixir as possible. He actually dropped a Fireball. Okay, so this is looking good. This is looking decent. We can vibe with this. I'm going to go in for my Ice Golem. I'm going to go in for my 3 Musketeers. And we're going to try to start our push as soon as possible. Because he's not going to have Fireball and Cycle. This is our time to shine. We have to make a comeback here. That's all that 3 Musketeers are about. Huge comebacks all day, every day. And I want to go in for Minion Horde because he's obviously going to go Fireball. The 2 Muskies can't give him too much Fireball value. Got to drop that in the middle. Now I'm going to go for the Miner. Look at this massive push that we have ensuing on his tower. I don't know if he'll be able to defend this in the nick of time. The Musketeers are on top of the tower. The Miner is on the opposite side. I would have loved to have it in the left-hand lane. The Musketeer is barreling right on through. We're going to go in for a Goblin Gang. We're going to go in for a Battle Ram push on the left-hand side. 9 seconds remaining. We're going to go in for a Zap. Oh, this is really coming down to the wire, guys. The Barbarians, the Goblins. We might take the tower just in the nick of time. Oh my god. That was so incredibly scary. So we know that he has Fireball. I got to go split 2 of the Musketeers towards the tower that we want to work on. I don't want to give him Fireball Zap value on the left-hand side. Obviously, we still have Musketeers going towards the side that he wants to drop the Hog Rider on. And we just don't want to give him the ability to take it out in one fell swoop. Gonna go drop our Battle Ram right in the middle. And I know that he's probably going to zap it. So then I can go in for Goblin Gang and Minion Horde in the middle. And I think that we might end up just taking tower, hopefully. He's going to go, he went in for a Zap Ice Spirit. Come on, Barbarians. You have one job in life. We have simple needs. I don't know if it's going to happen, guys. I'm going to have to go in for an Ice Golem yet again. And we're trying to hold those units so then he's not able to go in for a Fireball Zap with Hog Rider relatively soon. Trying to split my Musketeers as soon as possible. Trying to apply even more pressure. And, oh, this is really coming down to the wire. I'm going to go in for Goblin Gang. And this is what we really wanted to see. I want to, yeah, he had to zap it, but unfortunately the Ice Golem, dude, the Ice Golem screwed me. That really, I think I would have ended up copying the W because his tower was going to be targeting my Musketeer. It wasn't going to be targeting the Goblin Gang. The Goblin Gang would have gone on top of the tower, and we would have copped the W, but unfortunate. Good game, dude. Alright, guys, so we got a game against Warlock, and he's going to be starting off the game with the Princess right at the river, so we have to split our 3 Musketeers up high. We didn't really have another play. Unfortunately, that was a really bad start for us. And he's going to go in for Goblin Gang. He's going to go in for a Miner, so this is probably going to be a Mortar deck. Might be some type of Zap 8 deck. I don't know. We got a lot of damage on the left-hand side, so we can definitely vibe with that. We also know that this man has a predilection to go in for princesses at the river, so I'm not too scared about it. We know that his miner is really far out of cycle, so I'm going to go for a collector. I want to go collector in the far back. In case he wants to fireball it or poison it, we're going to have to wait and see. So he's actually going to have Goblin Gang, so it will be a Zap 8 deck. And I'm actually going to have to go in for a Zap here. And I don't... Okay, so I do have to go in for Ice Golem. I didn't want to go in for Ice Golem, but his Ice Golem was going to tank. His Ice Yeti would have done an incorrigible amount of damage to our tower. We can't have that happen. Our tower would have been crippled. So we know that he has Log, he has Minion Horde, he has Princess, and he's got Goblin Barrel. So I'm going to go for 3 Musketeers. I'm going to split 2 of them in the right-hand side in case he has Rocket. I don't want to give him that absurd value on the left-hand side. Our tower is relatively healthy on the right, so it's kind of... It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter where I split them. So I could get away with it early on in the game. I'm going to go in for a Miner right on top of the Princess. Hopefully he doesn't protect it. And he does end up protecting it, but the Musketeer on the left-hand side is just going to run rampant right on top of his tower. He's going to go drop Bats. The Bats are inconsequential. We can just ignore them. They're only going to get 1 hit on the tower. It doesn't matter at all. Actually didn't even get a hit. So I assume he's probably going to go drop a Goblin Barrel. Yeah, so I'm going to go for Ice Golem to defend against the Princess. And he went for a Log as well. So that worked out really well. Notice how Steve the Spear Goblins are still alive. And then the Ice Golem is going to be tanking. Oh, that worked out beautifully. He doesn't have Princess in cycle either because he dropped it really early on. And he's going to go drop Minion Horde. We're just going to zap it and we should end up taking tower. I'm not going to go in for a zap on the Goblin Gang just yet. I really want him to go in for the Minion Horde. He's not doing it though. Oh my gosh, I was hoping he was going to drop Minion Horde. If I went in for a zap there, we would have been fine. But I guess, I don't know, I didn't really take into account Princess being a thing because Princess is really, really annoying. Princess plus Minion Horde is a supreme hard counter. It's way worse than most things. So I'm going to go in for a Goblin Gang in the back yet again. It's going to defend against the pump. Or defend against the miner that was attacking my pump. I'm going to go for high 3 Musketeers to obliterate the Princess. And we're going to try to apply as much pressure as possible, trying to get that battle ram right in front. And then we're going to go for a miner on the inside of the Princess. And then it's going to go towards the tower after it kills the Princess. So this worked out really well. Battle ram is going to be bolstering right on through. We're going to go in for a zap. The Musketeer is locked on the tower. And we're actually making strides right now. So if he goes in, yep. So I'm just going to go Goblin Gang in the back. I'm going to go in for yet again another Ice Golems to make sure that the minions don't finesse me. And just, I'm going to play passively. I'm going to go split 3 Musketeers in the back. I know that if we can apply pressure in the both lanes and not get overzealous, then I can go in for a miner and just take out his tower. I hope that he thinks I'm going to go for a miner right on top of the Princess, but that simply is not the case. I'm going to go miner in the back. I'm not going to go in front. I'm going to go for a zap preemptively on the Spear Goblins of it. And as long as the miner gets on top of the tower, we are chilling. That is going to be all she wrote. Good game. Well played. And good luck, sir. And that's actually where we're going to end today's video. Thanks for watching, thanks for chilling with me, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Peace out.